Hello guys, Robot1 here, coming at you with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video, and in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video after Christmas, I have for you the future of Yu-Gi-Oh, a segment on my channel where I talk about cards coming out later on in the game, discuss them, and we've got a big chunk of them today. So because it's now nearly the end of the year, let's go ahead and talk about what's going to happen in the new year. So all these cards are coming out in the new year, and I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on them because we've got a lot of cards here that I want to talk about, and I just want to see, and I haven't looked at the majority of these, so I'm kind of interested what these are going to do. So let's get right into it, to the future of Yu-Gi-Oh, where I discuss these cards that are coming out later on in the game and see if they'll be good or bad, basically. So the first one we have is Signet Mining, and it is a normal spell card with the effects that you can only activate one Signet Mining per turn. Send one card from your hand to the graveyard, add one level 4 or lower Cyverse monster from your deck to your hand. Now, this is very good for Cyverse, for starters, because this card says discard debug, no, not debug, sorry, Dotscaper, search a level 4 or lower, probably Lady Debug, then summon the Dotscaper, normal summon Debug. Debug effect will then search you, say, Security, Secretary, and then you can special summon Secretary, so that's 3 monsters. 3 monsters for 2 cards. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So that's a +2. Plus two. Because you can summon back the Signet. And this is actually a really good card. It means Cyberse are getting more support. Soon Cyberse will actually be competitive, and I can see that with cards like this, that as they keep going further and further and further, they'll just become better and better and better. That was the first one. Next is a Firewall. He's not banned forever, is he? Firewall Gardener. He is a level 4 Dark Cyberse effect monster, 100 attack, 2000 defense. You're going to use the first and second effect of Firewall Guardian once per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a material for the link summon of a Cyberse monster, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Cyberse just has really good cards that just can keep recurring advantage. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying Cyberse are just getting better and better and better. When an attack is declared involving your link monster and an opponent's link monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate that attack, and if you do, until the end of this turn, the original attack of that opponent's monster becomes 0. Also, its effects, it is unaffected by card effects except its own. So, you can declare an attack on opponent's monster with another link monster. You can banish this card from the graveyard, negate your own attack, and if you do, that monster becomes 0. So, attack into a Borreload with, say, a Link Karibo, negate the Link Karibo's attack, make the Borreload 0, and then just attack in the Borreload with something else. It's pretty good. I wish you didn't need 2 Link monsters, but it's all right. The first effect is definitely good. The first effect is great because it's just more advantage recurrence. But this effect, I wish it was just 1 Link monster. If it was just if a Link monster battles, but nonetheless, it's still a good card. It's still a decent card. Next, Grip Sweeper. So this is a light Cyverse effect monster, 100 attack, 2000 defense, just like Fire Gardener here, Firewall Gardener. You can only use the first and second effect of Grip Sweeper. If a field spell is in the field spell zone, face up on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so you could have, I don't know, Diagram in the face up field spell zone and special summon it. All right, but I don't know why you would want to use that in Cyberse. You manage this card from your graveyard and 1 link monster you control and destroy 1 card your opponent controls. This card is garbage. This card isn't good. Straight up, having to for a special summon to need a field spell, that's not good. That's not good. You're not playing any field spells in Cyberse. And You can banish this card and one link monster from your grave you control. You control. If it was from grave, I could accept it, but to destroy one card your opponent controls. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. So another Cyverse Xyz monster from the look, which is called Cyverse Reminder. Okay, so it's a rank 3 light Cyverse effect monster, 1800 attack, 800 defense. Needs 2 level 3 monsters to make, so it's generic. Okay. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. You cannot special monster from the extra deck the turn you activate either of this card's effects except Cyverse monsters. Okay, so the effect best be pretty good. And it's not even for the rest of the turn, so you can't activate if you special summon any other type of monster from the extra deck. You can detail one Xyz material from this card and target one Signet spell or / trap in your graveyard added to your hand. Okay. I wish that was from deck because I know there's some pretty broken Signet spell and traps coming out. One that's a D barrier. No, not D barrier, sorry. An Infernity barrier. And one that just keeps recurring advantage. If this Xyz summoned card is destroyed by battle, or if this Xyz summoned card in its owner's possession is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon 2 level 4 Cyverse monsters with different names from your deck, but their effects are negated. Okay, I do like that effect. I do like that effect quite a bit. For instance, if you use this effect, you could summon the Firewall Gardener, then send it to grave for link material, then go even further from there. So that's pretty good. There's like that effect is pretty decent. You would have to crash this though, which is something I don't like. Having to special summon it on if your opponent kills it. Like if it was just in its owner's position, was destroyed by a card effect, I would like it a bit more. But it's still pretty good, seeing as it has the advantage of just being able to special summon 2 level 4 monsters, meaning it's easy access to the new Firewall plus any link to that would require Cyverse monsters. So it's pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's great. Like I wish instead of this effect, it would be from deck or graveyard, but it's an alright card. I don't think it's that great though. All right, so more Solomon Great support. This deck I love. We're gonna get some. We're gonna test some. I swear to God, we're gonna test some. Okay, so it's Solomon Great Fennec, Cyverse effect monster, 1600 attack, 200 defense. You can only use each effect or among the first and second effect with this card's name only once per turn. Wait, yeah, you can use each. Okay, if a Cyverse monster / monsters you control that was special summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effect, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so your monster dies and you get special summon this from the hand or grave. Okay. This card is sent to the graveyard as a link material for the link summon of a link 2 or higher Cyverse monster. You can add 1 Solomon Great normal spell from your deck to your hand. Okay. Now, this isn't that good. Like, really, this isn't that good. When I saw it, I thought it was going to be really good. Honestly, I thought it would be great. I thought it would be amazing, but this isn't that good. First, to special summon it, a extra deck monster a special summon extra deck monster has to be sent from the field to the graveyard, which just isn't good and it has to be done by your opponent, just to special summon it. And to get the search effect, it has to be a link 2 or higher, so you can't even just use Phalanx. It's not good enough. Plus, the only spell card you can search is the Fusion, but you can already search the Fusion very easily in the deck, and like all the other spells you want to be searching, such as the Revival special from hand card, or the search card aren't normal spell cards, so you aren't really going anywhere with this. This is a disappointing card for me. I was thinking this was going to be something good when I first saw the art. All right, so Overflow Dragon. It's 0 attack, 0 defense, level 1 Dark Dragon effect. You can only use one of this card's name's effects per turn. So you can only use the one effect. When a monster on the field is destroyed by battle by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if this card was activated because 2 or more monsters on the field were destroyed by that effect, special summon 1 Overflow token. Another one of these cards that's just like, it's not good enough. Like, when a destroyed on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if like you can't even summon it off 1 for 1 to get a token. It's another one of those cards that's just like, what's the point? What's the point? This isn't that great. This isn't that great. It can combo well with wait, does it have to be destroyed by opponents? Destroyed by a card effect? No. So if it's if it's a rocket dying and then you say don't get it by Scriptjaw, you can summon this. You get 1 free monster out of that, but it's just not good. It's just not good enough at all, in my personal opinion. This isn't that great. Okay, so Dillingerous Dragon. Okay, Revolve Elite monster. I already know that. It is a Link 2 Dark Dragon Link effect monster. 600 attack, arrows bottom and top. 2 Dark Dragon monsters. So it's not generic. Okay. You can use each effect among the first and second effect with this card's name only once per turn. Okay. During your opponent's end phase, you can target 1 attack position monster your opponent controls that did not declare an attack. This turn, destroy that monster. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. During your opponent's end phase. This card is garbage for that just alone. If a rocket monster is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You're still not good enough. You're still not good enough. They special summon during the end phase, and this effect only works during the end phase. This isn't good enough. Plus, it's only Dark Dragon monsters that can be used to make it. This card isn't good. This card isn't good. Like, I'm just being disappointed left and right here. I'm expecting some really good effects. Come on, give me some good effects. All right, so Altergeist support. Don't disappoint me, Synchro. Don't disappoint me. You were broken in the anime, be broken here. All right. So, Altergeist Dragvirion. It's a level 6 Dark Spellcaster Synchro Effect monster, 2200 attack, 1200 defense. 1 tuner, 1 plus non-tuner monsters. Okay. So, its effects are, you don't use each effect among the first and second effects with this card's name only once per turn. So you can only use each effect once per turn. Cool. When a special summon monster your opponent controls declares an attack, you can return 1 Altergeist monster you control to the hand, negate that attack. Okay, so I've got an additional negate of Konkuri, so that gives me 3 attack negates of Konkuri. Okay, I like that. That's what we had in the anime, but it was infinite. If this card is tributed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card. They didn't kill it. They just made it once per turn. Thank you. Honestly, guys, this card is actually really good for Altergeist in general. Like, if you can make a Hextia this, then you can have essentially 2 negates, 1 Hextia negate and 1 Protocol negate just for free. Just for free. And this card isn't even hard to make. You just need a Veiler, a Faker, and an Ash, or a Marionetta and the new Tuna monster. So this card is broken, and I can't wait for it to come out for my Altergeist because I want to infinite negate with Konkuri. I wish, well, it's not infinite negate, but I wish this I just wish this didn't say you can only use each effect the first and second once per turn. Like, honestly, I wish this wasn't a once per turn effect at all. This effect shouldn't have been a once per turn effect with what it does. But whatever, I'm happy nonetheless. Okay, so next card. A new Altergeist. Okay, so Altergeist Haunted Rock. Um, it is a continuous trap. If this card was set by the effect of an Altergeist card, you can activate this. You can activate it the turn it was set. So set it with Marionetta. You can activate it right away. You can use each effect among the first and second effect with this card's name only once per turn. Okay. When this card resolves, send one Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard. Okay, that's not terrible. Send a Faker after summoning it with a Mary now. Summon the Faker, get an instant Hextia. I'm not upset yet. I'm not upset yet. When your opponent activates a trap card, you can send one Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard, it gains effects, and if you do, destroy it. Oh, you gave us a monster negate. Sorry, not even a monster negate. You gave us a trap negate. We don't want trap negates. We want spell negates. Why would you give us a trap negate? That's it's you can't even negate judgment. You can't even negate warning. You can't even negate strike. This this disappoints me. Plus, you have to send an Altergeist monster from your hand. This is just disappointing. This is disappointing. This isn't even worth it. Konami, you gave me a good synchro, but my new trap is garbage. If this said spell, broken. But you say trap. You say trap. It's just upsetting. It's just really upsetting. All right. So new Cloudian support. So Clarion Aerosol. Normal spell card, you can only use one of this card's name's first and second effect once per turn, and only once per turn. You can discard one Cloudian monster, then target one face-up monster on the field. Place one fog counters on that monster, equal to that monster's level. Wait, fog counters? Doesn't the... No, that's not a thing anymore, is it? That was in the anime. Like, what I'm thinking is, like, when the fog castle thing was... Valen was his name? The guy in the anime GX was trying to OTK... well, auto win with a castle, we just needed 5 tokens. But okay, fog counters. You can banish this card and one Cloudian monster from your graveyard, special summon one Cloudian monster from your deck. Alright, I don't know how good that is because I don't know a lot about Cloudians, but that's not a bad effect if we look at it as a whole. Because you get to place fog counters on something, so you're guaranteed to get a Cloudian monster in the deck graveyard, and then you can instantly get the effect. You can instantly get the effect to do this. You can only use one of this card's names first. Oh, so you can only use one of these effects. Okay, so if someone balances itself, someone's balanced itself. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I just looked at you. Why am I on you again? Why have I got you open twice? I don't understand. Well, I can close you. I can close you as well. I don't know why you were open twice. So Neo Flameville Lady. So Flameville support as well. Level 4 Fire Pyro effect monster, 600 attack, 200 defense. I'm going to use each of this card's first and second effect on the turn. Quick effect, you can send one fire monster from your hand to the graveyard, put one card in your great opponent's graveyard, banish that card. Okay. If this card in your possession is banished while this card is already face up on the field, you can send one fire monster with 200 or less defense from your deck to the graveyard. This doesn't seem that good to me because it has to be banished, but I don't know Flameville, so personally, it's not that good. Personally, because I'd rather just have DD Crow. But it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem bad. Like, this effect could be potentially really good if you can banish this card from your field. But in general, I don't see it being that great. All right. So now we're on to some Goki support. Goki Blade Ogre. Link free Earth Warrior Link effect monster, 2400 attack. Arrows is bottom, top, bottom, and bottom left. It takes 2 or more Goku monsters, and it gains 300 attack for each monster this card points to. So it's a decode just with less attack boost. Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster on either player's side of the field. This card points to. Okay, I'm going to summon it straight next to your monster. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. I'm going to punch you for 48. Have fun. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty good, being able to just do an additional attack. I actually like that. Will it be good in Goki? Who knows? Another Goki, so Goki Solid Ogre. Link free arrows, top, left, and bottom. 2 or more Goki monsters. Cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects while it points to a Goki monster. All right. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 Goki monster in your main monster zone, except Goki the Solid Ogre. Move that card to a main monster zone. This card points to. All right. So it moves things, and you can basically move things to make it so it can't be hurt. That's all right. Not the best, not as good as the Blade Ogre, but still pretty good. All right, so Psy Reflector, or Psychic Reflector. Dark, level 1, Dark Synchro Tuner Effect Monster. Okay. 400 attack, 300 defense. You're going to use each of this card's first and second effect once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 Assault Mode Activate, or 1 card that specifically lists the card Assault Mode Activate in its text from your deck to your hand, except Psy Reflectors. Alright, so this allows you to add Assault Mode cards. So 1 for 1 it, summon an Assault Mode card, add an Assault Mode card. Okay. You can reveal 1 Assault Mode Activate in your hand, then target 1 monster in your graveyard that specifically lists the card Assault Mode Activate in its text, except Psy Reflector, special summon it, and if you do, increase its level by 4. Up to 4. Okay. So this is basically helping you with your Assault Mode cards. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Incantation Creator, Krilltar. Level 10 Light Fiend Ritual Effect monster. 3000 attack, 3000 defense. You can only ritual summon this card with Incantation Celebration. You can only use this card's first effect once per turn. Okay. During either player's main phase, you can reveal this card in your hand. Discard 1 card, then special summon 1 incantation monster from your graveyard then special summon incantation monsters from your graveyard whose total level are 10, but return those monsters to the main deck during the end phase. Rich, this is a pretty good card. All right. All non-ritual incantation monsters you control gain 2000 attack, but their effects are negated. All right. All right, so I'm going to summon this. I'm going to use an incantation, or other way around, incantation, summon this. Then I'm going to have 7k on my board. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, I like this. That's pretty good. Mayakashi Memorial. It's a continuous spell card. You can only use the second and third effects of this card once per turn. All monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense. Each Mayakashi monster in your graveyard with a different name. Okay, so Synchro Ladder, about probably four monsters, so 400 attack decrease. You can send 1 face-up Mayakashi monster you control and discard from your field to the graveyard. Draw 1 card. So normally these level 2 tuner, because that'll be what's normally left. You can banish this card and 1 zombie monster from your graveyard. Then target 1 Mayakashi monster in your graveyard, special summon it. you can only use either this card's say enough anything. Okay, so it balances itself. Cool. That's a really good card, I think. This has a lot of potential in its own right. It can get you a draw, which is nice. It can special summon any Mayokashi in your graveyard and then trigger that Mayokashi's effects. So Mayokashi getting more and more good support. All right, so Super Quantum Mecha Beast Lusterix. So this is the white layer Xyz monster. Super Quantum, it's a rank 7 light F machine Xyz effect monster, 2700 attack, 1900 defense, level 2, two level 7 monsters to make. If this card has no Xyz material, it cannot attack. Once per turn, you can deal just one Xyz material from this card and target one effect monster on the field, negate that monster's effects until the end of this turn. If this card has a Super Quantum White Layer as an Xyz material, you can activate this effect during your opponent's turn. Okay, so do you just want to see material from this card and target one effect monster? It gets effects. That's okay. That's okay. It's a breakthrough skill, but it's okay. Once per turn during your main phase, you can attach one Super Quantum monster from your hand or field to this card as an Xyz material. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. It has potential. It has potential. So a Super Quantum Link monster. True Super Quantum Mech King Blaster Magna. Gotta love that artwork. Gotta love that artwork. 2500 attack, free, link free. Arrows are all at the bottom. 2+ effect monsters, including a Super Quantum monster. All right. This link summon card cannot be destroyed by battle, destroyed by your opponent's card effects. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If a Super Quantum Xyz monster with a different name from your monsters you control is special summoned from the extra zone this card points to, draw one card. Advantage. I'm liking it. If an Xyz monster that this card points to is destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effect, you can special summon one Super Quant monster with the same attribute as that monster original attribute from your deck. Okay. Lion destroyed, summon red layer. Pulse destroyed, summon blue layer. Pterodactyl destroyed, summon green layer. Not bad. Not bad. It's not going to be easy getting this on the board, but that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. All right. Almarduk, the world Chalice dragon. Imduk isn't dead. He's not dead. Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay. Okay. So he is a level 9 Wind Dragon Fusion Effect monster, 3000 attack, 2900 defense. Free link monsters to make it. Quite a lot. Must either be fusion summoned or special summoned from the extra deck by tributing the above monsters you control in case you do not use polymerization. So it can either be fusion summoned or special summoned by sending free link monsters to the graveyard. All right. When this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Okay, I like that. 3K body that can attack all monsters. When an opponent's attack is declared involving this card, this monster, and a link monster your opponent controls, you can banish one link monster with the same number of link markers from your side of the field or graveyard, destroy that link monster, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. So this attacks. If it's a link monster, you can banish a link 4 if you're attacking a link 4. Destroy it if it's the same, and then inflict damage to your opponent. Okay. That effect isn't that good. This effect is pretty nice. This effect, it's not that good to me. I don't feel like that effect will be relevant at all. But nonetheless, Imduk's back. I missed him. I missed my little guard dragon. He was my baby. He was cool. Didn't deserve death. All right. So World Regalia Demirgir. Hope I pronounced that right. So World Regalia, link free, left, right, and bottom, free level 5 or higher monsters. So play this in Cyber Dragons. You can only use this card's second and third effect once per turn each. Cannot be used, and it cannot be used as a link material. Okay, this link summon card is unaffected by the effects of other monsters. All right, that's pretty good. And it's 3,500. 3,500 unaffected by other monsters. Towers, anyone? Towers? If this card was link summoned using 3 monsters with different types and attributes, it gains the following effect. During your main phase, you can destroy all cards on the field. Huh. That's pretty good. If your opponent special summons a monster from your extra deck, you can special summon one World Legacy monster from your deck. This card's pretty good. This card's pretty good. If you manage to get this off, congrats. That's pretty good. All right. So Chaos Betrayer is a level 6 Fiend effect dark monster, 2,000 attack, 2,000 defense. You can only use each of this card's first and second effect once per turn. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish two monsters from your graveyard, 1 light and 1 dark. Except Chaos Betrayer, special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. I would rather just have a Chaos monster in my hand. To be honest, I would rather just have a Chaos monster in my hand. In all honesty, I would just rather have a Chaos monster in my hand. All right. Now this card I've read and is actually pretty good. All right. So Manhunt, continuous trap card. Activate this card by targeting 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Control of that monster, but it cannot attack nor activate effects. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. I'm gonna take a link 3. I'm gonna turn it into my monster. I'm gonna use that link 3, make a link 4. Thanks, mate. Now this card is actually pretty good. This card is pretty good. It's basically a Snatch steal that prevents you from using the monster in a way that you would normally use it. So if you wanted to take a level 4, you could use it to make a rank 4. If you wanted to take a monster, you could take the link monster. Like, this essentially gives you more monsters and negs your opponent at the same time. So this is one of those cards that I would probably see play in Altergeist, and I would personally be testing it in Altergeist myself. So it's a pretty good card. All right. And last thing that I want to talk about, Ib the World Chalice Miko. World Chalice support, guys. World Chalice support. 1,800 attack, 2,100 defense. It's a water spellcaster synchro monster level 5. 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner monster. For this card's synchro summon, you can treat 1 World Legacy normal, one World Chalice normal monster you control as a tuner monster. So, basically, you could use Hope and then like Lee as a material to summon this, and you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. This card is synchro summoned. You can add 1 World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. I would like to add my Monster Reborn. I would like to add Honest. I would like to add anything. If the synchro summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your graveyard or deck, except if the World Chalice Miko. So it dies, you can special summon Lee, and then Lee gets you a search. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And the last one, which is an unconfirmed effect, but is still an effect, Dino Wrestler Terra Pancratoria. Earth, link to Dinosaur Earth, 1,000 attack top bottom, top left, and it's a link to Dino Wrestler monsters. You can only use each effect of this card's name once, first and second effect once per turn each. If you activate a World Dino Wrestling, you can target 1 Dino Wrestling monster in your graveyard, head to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a link material, you can target 1 Dino Wrestling monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position, but its effects are negated. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except Dino Wrestler monsters. Alright, guys. That all the stuff that I had to talk about that I missed over the last few days. There's obviously a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of good stuff here. There's a lot of bad stuff here. Like, this is a good card. This is a good card. This is a bad card. This is a decent card. This is a bad card. This is a bad card. This is a bad card. This is a good card. This is a bad card. I can't judge it. I can't judge it. It's a decent card. This is okay. This, it's good for assaults. This is amazing. Like, all of these cards are pretty good and they have their own spin to them, and there's a lot of good stuff here. Like, for instance, this board nuke, I'm a towers, get over me. But guys, all of these cards have their own traits, all of these cards have their own reasons to exist. But what do you think of these cards? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're bad? Do you think some of them shouldn't need to be here? Or do you think their effects need to be changed? I personally think a lot of them are really good. They don't need to be changed, but what do you guys personally think? Tell me all of your thoughts in the comment section below about that, because I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you like the video, don't forget to press the like button to show that you want me to see more future of Yu-Gi-Oh on my channel or future Yu-Gi-Oh videos. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press the subscribe button to be subscribed for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to be notified of any content or streams that I do that are normally 8 PM UK time, don't forget to press the notification button to be notified of any of that as well. But yeah, guys, a lot of cool support. I can't wait to get my Auto Guy Synchro Monster, and I will see you guys next time. Robot 1, signing out. I'm an infinite negate people with that Auto Guy Synchro. Later, guys.